Back again, viewers, back again. We're back on the demolition site once more. Corner of Chapel Street and Bonny Street, Blackpool, Lancashire, UK, of course. The old Magistrates building and car park. It's going to be a good one. Once more. Hope you enjoy. Let's do it. Let's get to it. Off we go. Okay, so here we are, corner of Chapel Street, Bonny Street once more, just at the foot of the police station. There you can see how close we're getting to that police station now. That is the main entrance, directly in front of us, of the police station. Or it was the main entrance, should I say. Obviously it's shut now. I'm just panning around now in front of this excavator. I think it's the Hyundai. Yeah, it's the Hyundai, this one. They don't seem to have the Volvo out to work at the minute. This one, yeah, it's definitely the Hyundai, this one. So he's pecking away at the top here. Just moving along, weakening everything in his path at the moment. So I'm not too sure why the Volvo's not working on this, because the Volvo is much more powerful than the Hyundai for sure. Okay guys, a couple of videos ago I mentioned the reasonings, or the reasons we thought might be why they didn't do a controlled explosion on the police station to drop it. We thought it was, well, we didn't think it was, we'd heard rumours that it was down to the Sea Life Centre fish tanks, etc. Possibility of cracking with a close proximity to it. But in one of the comments, one of the viewers who I'll remain nameless unless he wanted me to be telling, but anyway, his name's Terry, that's it, that's as much as you're getting. Basically said the reasons for not using controlled explosions is cost and logistics. This is in his own words, and I have no reason to doubt it, because I've checked him out and he's well known to the foreman here on the job. Okay, so basically it's cheaper and more expedient to use high reach demolition where you can reach. The trouble with blowdowns is that you can take many weeks to pre-weaken, drill and charge the structure, and when on the floor you're left with many weeks clearing thousands of tons of rubble and steelwork. Makes sense, it makes sense. Whereas taking it down floor by floor, you can process it and remove it, the rubble and steel, as it's coming down. So as you're moving along, basically, you're just sorting through it, as they've been doing on the whole process, as we've been watching, rather than just blow it all down and then try and sort it all out. Take it piece by piece and sort it out as you go along. It makes sense. It makes perfect sense. Okay. So most demolition contractors prefer traditional over explosive demolition. So I've got absolutely no reason whatsoever to disbelieve that, and it's come from a very, very good source. The guy's been in this business for a long time, and it makes perfect sense when you look into it. It's just nice to know that somebody out there is helping us along, because we don't know everything. We're guessing a lot of things, and we take a lot of it's hearsay, and it's nice to know when somebody knows exactly what they're talking about. And he's put me right a few times, actually, to be fair, over the last couple of weeks, but it's good. It's all part of the learning process, isn't it? Okay, right, crack on. So we got like I say, we've got this Hyundai at work here in the foreground. We've got the other Hyundai's popped in just behind, and the Cabelco at the right hand side of it. So where's the Volvo? That's the question. Okay, not too sure on that one. It's pretty unusual for the Volvo not to be used. It's usually the first choice. Well, we'll have to wait and see. So I was just picking along this back wall here, weakening it. I would imagine pretty soon he's going to come and take this front pillar away, and the beam that's connected to it. So we've still got no sign of this, the new machine, the big one, the big high reach machine that's coming in to tackle the police station itself. But everyone's quite looking forward to it. I, for one, for sure. I've never actually watched demolitions in the past until this appeared on, basically on my doorstep, and found it very, very interesting. Okay, so he's going for this back wall here now. Or should I say a partition wall between two areas as such. It's taking this apart quite easily. If you notice when they put in the pressure on, is putting very little pressure on. It's just applying the head to it and then just giving it a little bit of a twist, and that's enough to crumble this wall. It's not having to go too deep, too much. He just like applies a little bit of pressure and gives it a little bit of a twist, and before you know it, bang, it's gone. So yeah, it's another little technique that I've just noticed. We haven't seen much of the Hyundai in action this last couple of weeks. It's all been the Volvo. The Volvo's been doing all the work. Hyundais have just been used for basically for separating the rebar from the concrete, etc. Just closes the jaw down, just give it a little twist and bang, there you go, gone. That's it, just enough to loosen it and no more. Simple, eh? Yeah, it's finding it very easy to tear through this wall, isn't it? Using the same technique all the way, just grabbing hold of it and give that little twist, just enough to loosen everything, and then move on to the next patch, so to speak. Once again, it's pretty breezy today, as you can see from the flow of the water. We're trying to get it up into that area, but it's been blown back all the time. Very breezy, and you can see from also the drone footage itself, the way we're jumping around a bit. That's the wind attacking the drone. There you can see the ground floor of the car park, what's left of it, the very last part of the ground floor of the car park underneath there where the white pillars are. You've got the green pillar coming down, then you've got the white pillar underneath. That's the ground floor of what was Bonny Street car park. Under there, the last remaining part of it. Notice the other Hyundai in the back there is just attacking the back corner here now at the same time. Just send the jaw move into play. So this area has been attacked from 2 points at the same time now. It's going to be interesting when he actually starts on the police station itself, because apparently there's been a team in there stripping it out for a number of weeks before the excavators move in, so it's just pretty much an empty shell in there apparently, so we'll have to see how we go. It could come down a lot quicker than we realise, if that's the case. And we go back to this machine, the Hyundai, as opposed to the Volvo. It's you can see the difference is huge. The Volvo would have been tearing through this in no time at all. This is definitely a lot slower than the Volvo and nowhere near as strong. Well, the drone's definitely getting buffeted around by the gusts of wind here. Finding it very difficult to keep it sturdy. Oh, okay, there's the Volvo. The Volvo's is basically bailing up the rebar at the back here. Just appeared. He wasn't there. It's not 10-15 minutes ago. He definitely wasn't there, but he's joined the party now. He's bailing up the rebar, the Volvo, which is unusual because it's usually the other way around. It's usually the Hyundais that are doing that job. It's like an old water tank. I'm just pulling out the way there. So we've got the jackhammer attachment out now. Which is something you rarely saw the Volvo get hold of. He had ample power to get through most of this without having to use the jackhammer. In fact, I don't think I've seen the jackhammer on the Volvo since it arrived. I love the way they just change the heads on these. Oh, this is amazing, the way they just drop one off and pick another one up. It's going straight back for the pulverizing head now. So clever. Just give him the head a wash and a bit of a wash down. And back to work. Say, the wind seems to have dropped slightly, so I'm going to try and pan around now. Get to the other side, see if I can get a better angle on what's going on. Back with a jackhammer. He's attacking the beam that goes across them two pillars there. I've tried to dampen the noise down a bit on this jackhammer so it's not too displeasing for most of you, but it is very, very loud. Bit of a painstaking process, isn't it, the jackhammer? That's something that obviously they have to use every now and again when it's just that little bit too much for the head of the machine. I suppose sometimes if they put too much pressure on them, you could have problems with the hydraulics, with them pulverising heads. I've noticed that on a few occasions now they've had the hydraulics van in to do repairs on some of the equipment. I don't know if it's when they push them too much or what, but on at least 3 or 4 occasions I've seen the vans here repairing the hydraulics on the equipment. Maybe that's why they're going with the jackhammer here. I could be wrong. Once again, just surmising. I can only apologise about the angle of the camera here, viewers, because there's no way I could get round behind. The wind was just too much. It was too much of a risk to lose the drone. So I've kept myself back in the shadow of the waxworks building. It's shading me from the wind at the moment. Okay, we're going to attack the pillar. Nibbling away at the bottom, which has been the way they've been attacking most of these pillars throughout this job. Weaken it at the bottom and then apply pressure up above if it doesn't just snap on its own under its own weight. And just tearing through the rebar there, just cutting away at the rebar at the bottom, and then he'll make his way to the top and apply some pressure on this one. Gently does it, just applying the right amount of pressure to topple the beam. Okay, took it as far down as he can do there at the minute. Just trying to lift it across. Just nudged it across down to that gap, yeah. And dropped it in. Okay. He's going to have to chomp away at the top corner here now to release it. So he'll dismantle the concrete here, then he'll go and cut for rebar and drag it out the way as normal. And once it's on the ground, it will be reduced to dust. So just nibbling away at the top of it here, and then it should be able to release this quite easily. And just drag it out the way. It's in the actual cab lift when he applies the pressure and when the arm bends. He's got it. He's got it. Yeah, just drag that out of the way now. Lay it to rest. That's job done on that part. I suppose all that's left now is just to move it out of the way so he can get back into that position where he was before, to reach everything else around him. And the job in hand now is to just get that beam out of the way, I would imagine. getting rid of what was the pillar. And now for the beam itself, get that out of the way. There you go. Okay. So he's got to pull that out of the way and get it broken down. And then he can move on to the job in hand. That police station's getting ever closer now. It's well within the sights now. Okay guys, I'm going to leave you with that now. That's enough for today. Hope you like this video. I'll catch you in the next one. It's been a blast. Okay viewers, if you like what you see, pop your comments in below and don't forget to hit that like button and the notification bell because we love it when you do that. And don't forget to share. See you soon in my next presentation. Catch you later. It's not your boy Leroy signing off. Ta-da!